My name is Kelvin Heard, I am a healer, and this is Angela Donovan, a leading spiritual mentor. From my point of view as a healer, I'm seeing more and more individuals who have cocaine and marijuana problems in their daily life, and they seem to think it's just normal to take cocaine every day, marijuana, and there's a very massive concern of mine that the market is growing and growing, yet we are told that the drug cartels are being destroyed, and the drug industry is being stepped upon, yet that doesn't actually in reality seem to be happening.
Can I ask you something here? If you're saying that, from all, I know you have a huge number of clients that you look after, but I know obviously you have to be very careful of who you're speaking about. Are they saying to you that it is easily accessible now and more easily readily available in the UK, let alone
absolutely.
anywhere else?
I mean, I don't think it matters whatever town you're in the UK. You will be able to go out and easily get cocaine, marijuana, without any problem at all.
Is it cheaper because it's
it's interesting enough, a gram of cocaine is exactly the same price today as it was 10 years ago, which is about 60 quid. So in other words, there's so much more cocaine coming on the market.
so it's flooding the market.
It's flooding the market completely. And yet apparently the powers that be are cracking down on it. There is no evidence of that whatsoever.
We do actually have a force, do we not, that's supposed to...
Allegedly.
Yes.
I will tell you a very quick story. Someone I know 15 years ago was arrested for carrying marijuana in their stomach. It was got rid of in the way it is by the customs officials, and there was 500 grams of marijuana. This person was then brought to court. There was only 350 grams of marijuana there, rather than 500, which is rather strange. Of course, when this was brought to court and the judge said, well, you've only got 350, she was hardly going to say, I have 500. So somewhere there is a missing 150 grams of marijuana, which my guess is being sold by someone, whoever that may be. But this is a very, very common occurrence, that drugs will then be taken from people and then put into the prison service, or to dumb them down as well, the people in prisons.
Well, they're great guinea pigs for everything going on, and it's certainly not just this in the Western world. I mean, it's everywhere.
But there's another really worrying place. If you look at the opium fields, the poppy fields of Afghanistan, and the war which is going on there, yet the poppy fields have not been destroyed. So why is that? Why? Because it makes a huge amount of money.
So there are two things here. One is the greed for the money, which I believe has been speeding up.
Yeah,
Everyone's
absolutely.
trying to grab as much as they can, as quickly as they can.
Yeah.
But there's another side to this. Dulling down humanity again. And so they can't even think for themselves.
Absolutely.
Just keep them happy and keep them down there.
And with the side effects of cocaine and marijuana, is one of anxiety, depression. Why would anybody want to destroy that market?
It can be psychopathic, of course, too.
Yeah, absolutely psychopathic. When it also provides a great service for the pharmaceutical market. You come off drugs, you then go on to other pharmaceutical drugs, which can be just as powerful or worse.
And yes, and of course, nobody wants to even be reminded that whatever drug you take from the pharmaceutical industry, and you look at the side effects, 1, 2 and 3, you should be dead anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'd always just say, what? But they have warned you.
They have warned you. But yeah, there is an ever-growing daily problem with the use of drugs and the harm that it's doing.
So are you saying that our leaders do this as well? Are you saying that people in government, officials, or just their children and the children of families that have money? Or are you talking about people who haven't even got a lot of money doing this?
I mean, I think that's a very, very good question. I think that in my experience, everybody from every walk of life will have done drugs at some stage. That is.
Did you look at me?
That is how big. That is how big the problem is. As you say, from aristocratic families to politicians, you know, to someone who is on the breadline. Everybody in this, you know, will at some stage now either be doing drugs or certainly come into contact with drugs.
So you're getting somewhere with all the people you look after? With some, I get really far down the line. With others, it is an ongoing battle. Definitely. For them, not for me. Because that's how highly addictive they are. I mean, cocaine is highly, highly addictive. Though interesting enough, the people who are taking it would not say that. No, of course they won't.
Well, exactly. Of course they won't. Because it's already done its job. Which is to even, you know, get rid of that question.
So they're losing their link to their soul and their spiritual journey.
Absolutely.
Coming into life.
Yeah.
And they're just literally automated humans to an extent. Am I right?
No, you are right. You are totally correct. That is what you become. You just become someone who is soulless as an addict. You have no path. Your path is, you know, cocaine or marijuana. That is your path.
So can I just ask this then? Because you know my belief and what I see. Are there attachments, which I would call of the other kind, which I call entities, beings that attach themselves to a lot of your patients, clients?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I know you can see these things.
Absolutely, yeah. People don't. This is what people don't realise, is that they become manipulated while they're on cocaine or whatever they might be on by an outside evil force,
which has attached itself to their life field, and therefore is actually causing worse effects.
Absolutely,
to their life field.
Yeah, much worse effects.
Which is, of course, another problem we've got in our wonderful world at this moment, which is getting worse.
Yeah.
And if the dimensionals that are here are all opening up doorways, we've got a worse effect. More people seeing these things.
Yeah, absolutely.